to help you with one pattern each at a time, one limiting belief or one emotion. So today we are working on this good girl, good boy syndrome. If you have been carrying this fear of being judged, fear of disappointing others, like you don't want to disappoint anybody else, like your parents, your family, you don't want to disappoint your colleagues, your employees, right? If you're carrying this particular pattern, we're going to work on exactly that. And we're going to do a small shift towards the end so that you can elevate from this. You can move out of this pattern of being a good girl, good boy, always being that obedient one and trying to please others rather than pleasing your own self. So let's start with step one. In step one, we're going to identify in the last few years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, what are the 3 things that you feel you could do but you did not do with the fear of disappointing others, disappointing your parents, disappointing your partner, disappointing your boss. What is it that you have done where you did not show trust on your own self? You wanted to be that obedient one, be that good one, the good girl, the good boy, and the good girl, the good boy. From childhood, somebody has called you, your family has called you, ये तो गाय है. You understand that in Hindi, ये तो गाय है. Basically, she's a very good girl, she's a very good boy. She does as has been told to her. So if you have been carrying this symptom, this pattern in your life, and it's still reflecting in your life, it's been impacting you from so many years, this is what we're working. So let's do the work on step 1. Identify the areas where you have not trusted your own self but followed the others' guidelines. For example, taking decision for your higher studies. What do you want to study in your life on? You did not trust yourself, but you gave permission to your parents to decide for yourself, for you. You were not able to decide it and they decided something for you. And you did not like that decision, however, you still went ahead because you trusted them more than your own self. It can be for your 11th standard, can be for your college, can be for your higher studies, that you gave the power to your parents to decide for you. And then you have been living in that guilt and that regret for so many years that I did not get to decide for my own studies. And it has impacted you over the years. So the step 1 is, come to the step 1. Step 1 is, hi Righty. So the step 1 is, identify where in the last 15 years, 20 years, you have been holding on to this good person syndrome, that you want to please the other person. You have not taken decision for your own self, but you have given the power to the other person to decide for you. Hi Yushra. Welcome to my live, both of you, all of you, welcome to my live. Yes, so identify what are those things where you have given your power to somebody else. Can be your parents, can be your partner, can be somebody else in your life, can be your in-laws, can be your colleagues, can be your bosses. It can be a very simple instance such as you want to order some food at your work and the others don't want to eat the food that you want to eat. And then you are holding on to this good person syndrome that it's okay, I will order as per their choice. And it keeps happening over the time. Every other day it keeps happening because you don't know how to trust yourself. So I believe you've already identified those 3 things in the last 15-20 years where you have given the permission to the other person to decide for you in your life. So tell me in the comment section, what are those 3 things that you have identified? Even if it's 1, just post it in the comment. And if you have a question for me, I will be able to answer in this live session. So I will be able to help you with your pattern in this live itself. Alright, I can give you more examples. Let's say you have been married. It's happened with my client as well. She got married some 10 years back and she's always been holding on to the good girl syndrome, first from parents, the grandparents, and then after getting married to this married family, to her in-laws basically. She's been holding on to this good girl syndrome within herself. Now what happens is, hi Zubaid. So yeah, coming back to the other example. So what happens is she's been holding on to this good girl syndrome. Now there are issues happening in her family. However, she thinks that the issues will be resolved if she tries to be more nice. She can be more nice, more nice. And she's been waiting for that day when they validate her. And this is the pattern which we just uncovered today, that she's been holding on to this good girl syndrome. But it doesn't help her. She's been stuck in this boat of, where she feels that the other people will validate her. But that's never gonna come unless you validate your own self. So, which is that pattern which you've been holding on to. Let's move to step number 2. How has it impacted your life? For example, with me, the decision which I let my parents take for me was for the higher studies. My parents decided what I want to study, as in they chose B.Tech for me. Okay, I wanted to do something else, something in creative arts. They decided, they took the decision, and I went ahead because I've always been the good girl for a lot of years, for 20-25 years of my life. Alright, and then how it impacted my life was I kept staying in regret and in guilt that I did not choose what I wanted to do. And I also kept having the conversation with them every year, every month. And I kept bugging them with this, that you took the decision for me. Because by then I had realized that this is something wrong, this is something messed up. And by then I'd also realized that I'm actually not a good girl, I'm a rebel person, I'm a rebel girl. So I started rebelling. I'm gonna come to that as well, even that is wrong. And just blaming the other person for the choices that I asked them to make for me, even that, them as well. So this is how it affected my life, that I stayed in regret, I stayed in guilt. To grow in my life further, utilized it to blame it on my parents. So how has it been in you? Identify those 3 things which you identified basically in your 15 to 20 years where somebody else took the decision for you. Now identify how it impacted your life. Maybe you feel stuck in your life. You got married as per your parents' permission because of this good person syndrome. You got married as per your parents' decision, your parents' choice, and now you feel suffocated in this marriage. Now, the other party is bad, not because your partner is bad, but because of something which is going on in your own self. So identify the impact of this having on your life. What is it costing you in your life? How is it impacting in your life on day-to-day basis? Your mental health. And because of the mental health, it's also having the effect on the outer life of yours. For example, you feel overwhelmed because you've always been feeling stuck and tight in your body. Your emotions are always so heavy. So in your daily life, you feel overwhelmed, you feel heavy in your body. You're not able to give 100% to the daily tasks. You're not able to grow in your career because you're holding on to the previous emotions, the past emotions. So identify. I know it is tough, but this is step 2. So go through the step 2 so that we can uncover in step 3 the change. The change which is going to help you to uncover, to move out of this good girl, good boy syndrome. So identify. I'm going to give you a few more seconds. So I identified where I gave power to my parents, where I was not supposed to give. And once I did that, I took decisions for my own career, for my own life. And I moved past that. And also, I don't blame them for it because it was me who decided to give them my power. So the idea is not to blame anybody else, but to identify how are you going through in your life. What is the impact on your life today because of this decision that you were not able to take? And now I'm going to give you the exact steps which I give to my clients as well, which helps them come out of this good girl, good boy syndrome, this syndrome that they need to take permission. They come out of this pattern and they're able to decide for themselves. I've applied it on my own life as well. And since then, I have done things which I was not able to do before. So now we're moving on to the shift, to the final shift, the step 3. I'm going to give you the new beliefs which you're going to imbibe in your life. Okay. And in the meantime, if you feel that you are too heavy with your patterns, you feel completely stuck in your patterns and you need personal help, personal life coaching help, you can book the clarity call with me through the link given in my description of this channel. Or you can go to my bio, to my channel's bio, and pick up my WhatsApp number and message me. We will book a call, one-on-one call, a clarity call, that is. Yes. So now, moving on to the final step, the step 3. How do you change this belief? How do you come out of this pattern that you always have to take permission from the other person? Now write down the new beliefs which I am giving you, which is going to give you the help that you need right now. Belief number 1. I don't have to please everyone. And keep repeating this. I don't have to please everyone. I'm allowed to choose for myself. I'm allowed to choose for myself. I'm capable enough to take my own decisions. I am capable enough of taking my own decisions. So keep writing these beliefs, repeating these new beliefs with me.